Hello everyone, welcome to today's video post. For today, I want to circle all the way back around. If you've been with us from the beginning, you will know that I talked a lot about how the baseline level of anxiety and fear has really, in our culture, has gone up since the pandemic hit. And, naturally so. And how we need to take care and be able to regulate and calm our nervous systems so that we can stay healthy, so we can function. And, now overlaying the, what would the word be? Overlaying what's happening in terms of the racism in our country really being in our faces, which is very disturbing and disruptive. Even more important to be able to calm and regulate the nervous system. Because if we are to respond to what's happening, whatever it might be, in this case, respond to support change in this country, to support change in the way people of color are marginalized and oppressed, then we need to be able to do it in a way that actually works and doesn't make the matter worse. And to be able to do that, we have to be able to work with our emotions and be able to bring action in a way that's responsive and not reactive. And to do that, we have to stay clear of two extremes. One is repression and suppression. I don't want to know about this. This is classic white privilege. I don't need to know about this. I can actually just go about my life in my white-dominated society and not deal. That's one extreme. Or when a strong emotion is up, repressing and suppressing, not feeling, actually not being in touch with it, not being mindful of it. The other extreme is lost in, identified with strong emotions. We actually don't even know they're happening. We are just playing them out. We're not aware, we're not mindful. And so our practice is to bring mindfulness to difficult emotions so that we can hold them, so that we can metabolize them, so that we can hear what they might be saying to us. So this middle ground between suppression, repression, and lost in, reactive. And in this way, then we can step forward in whatever it is we think is important to do for whatever reason in a way that's more responsive, guided by wisdom and compassion as opposed to reactivity. People will often say, we need that anger because that's what, gets people to actually be, less complacent and do something about things. Yes, and we have, if we're not in the middle with the anger, we don't want to repress or suppress it, right? I'm not angry, I'm a good Buddhist or whatever, but also not acting out of that anger in an angry way, wrong-making, maybe even being violent, not helpful. Feel the anger, let its energy, it's just energy, harness it, but take care with it the way we take care with nuclear energy, intense energy. And if we don't take care with it, very destructive. But if we do, it can turn the lights on. So taking care with the anger, and to do that, we have to be mindful of it. And isn't this what our whole practice is doing? Cultivating our ability to settle, and in that settling, to know what's going on in our heart and mind. So let's go ahead and do some of the formal practice now and cultivate this tool that we bring to bear so that we can be in the middle, away from these two extremes, and actually move forward in a way that's supportive and productive rather than kind of making the problem worse. And relaxing into your posture. It's like we relax our way into a somatic connection with our bodies. The more the body is soft and relaxed, the more it can be felt. The more it can be felt, and the more intimately it can be felt, the more it's able to soften and relax. These two things really support and deepen one another. Letting that connection between your attention and the physical sensations you feel in the body and of the breath washing through the body. It's that connection with the physical sensations that tether us to the present moment. Mindfulness of body. Developing and strengthening the mind state of mindfulness. Practicing with body and breath. And then using that tool to bring to bear on all things, including difficult emotions. Settling the body, relaxing the body, settling and relaxing the mind. Letting the whole body-mind system rest. I'd like to end today by passing along a story or teaching from Thich Nhat Hanh. He talked about in the time when people were fleeing Vietnam after the war, trying to reach Indonesia or other places by boat. They were very desperate to flee the country and the conditions there, so they would pile lots of people on the boat and it would ride very low in the water as a consequence. And then storms would come and, you know, people would get really afraid that the boat would capsize and that they would lose their lives. And he would say, all it would take is for one person to stay calm and centered and clear in that boat, and it would have a calming effect on the whole boat. And so I think it's important to look at our own practice in that same way. If we can maintain a center that's calm and clear, then it's going to have that same effect on the people in the world around us. And isn't that so needed now and really always, but especially when things are tumultuous? So sometimes it can be kind of hard going, oh, what am I just sitting here watching my breath? How's that helping anything? It does. It absolutely does, both directly and then indirectly, as I was saying before, because we can then move forward with more responsiveness as opposed to reactivity. That's it for this week. We'll see you here next week again, and we'll continue to explore how can the Buddhist teaching inform how we be in our world at this time. Okay, I wish you well today. I wish that you can meet all that life brings to you with an open heart and a mind that is non-reactive. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.